Good morning, everybody. My name is Charlotte Kirby, and I'm the owner of the Village Hive. And it's my pleasure to have everybody here this morning. And thank you all for coming. And I'd like to give a special welcome to the Honourable Jeff Leal, the Minister responsible for small business. I'm very honoured that we're gathered at the Village Hive in the old schoolhouse in Markham. The old schoolhouse dates back to the 1860s and has stood witness to almost 160 years of change for Main Street Markham. From the arrival of the post office, so mail didn't always come by email, to the arrival of the train station, the telegraph, telephone, and the automobile. How all those tools and innovation affected Main Street Markham, that's the history. Today, Minister Leal is going to announce an initiative that looks ahead and addresses the tools and innovations that Main Streets across Ontario will need to meet the challenges of the future. I'd like to welcome Minister Leal.
Well, thanks so much, Charlotte, for that very kind and very gracious introduction. And it's wonderful to be in Markham today. Markham is one of those great cities in Ontario where we've witnessed, of course, economic growth on all fronts. And, of course, we're very pleased with the job numbers that were just announced last week. The unemployment rate in the province of Ontario, 5.4%. The lowest it's been in 17 years. Job growth has been steady on all fronts, and we want to continue through strategic investments by the Government of Ontario to make sure we can continue that economic growth in every part of the province of Ontario, particularly in our downtown cores, which are so very important to us all. Prior to my election to the Ontario Legislature in the fall of 2003, I had been, prior to that, a city councillor in the city of Peterborough for 18 years, from 1985 until 2003. And I know one of the most important things for us all in terms of urban planning was to always do what you could to strengthen your downtown cores, to keep your downtown areas vibrant, and to make sure that they continue to provide the retail experience that people are demanding each and every day. And one of the things, of course, we continue to do is to help our local entrepreneurs and small business owners start and launch their own businesses. With more than 400,000 small businesses in Ontario, their success, of course, is crucial to our province, which is why last fall we announced an investment of more than $500 million to help small businesses succeed, including reducing the small business tax from 3.5% to 2.5%, and investing $124 million over the next 3 years to help small business hire and retain youth from ages 15 to 29. We've also announced an investment of some $40 million for the Main Street Enhancement Fund, including $26 million to help communities like Markham invest and make improvements that create vibrant main streets where businesses can thrive each and every day. For the city of Markham, this means an additional $306,000 to invest in their Main Street business areas. And of course, the world of retail is changing dramatically. In the fall of last year, I had the opportunity to speak to a high school graduation class. I said, for my generation, Amazon has a certain definition, but for the graduates in that class, they have a totally different definition of Amazon. And of course, that will continue in that area of e-commerce. And today, we're here to detail another way the Main Street Enhancement Fund is supporting small businesses. As Charlotte can tell you, running a business is no small feat. The business landscape is moving, and it's moving rapidly. And just think about the way people shop these days. Online shopping is no longer the future, it's here to stay. From buying groceries and having them delivered to your door. A friend of mine just recently wanted to get a new set of golf clubs from Callaway. So he had all of his dimensions in terms of his specs, lie and grips and shaft composition. So he just went online to Callaway, put all the information into the Callaway website, and About a week or so later, there was a knock on his door, and his brand new Callaway custom golf clubs were at his door. And hopefully we'll get some cooperative weather soon that he might be able to use those Callaway golf clubs. And of course, by making your reservation at your favorite restaurant or paying bills by your phone. Technology is making it easier than ever to buy what you want, when you want, and where you want to do it. And this in turn provides incredible opportunities, unlimited opportunities for businesses. Our goal is to enable small businesses to take advantage of these opportunities by providing tools, expertise, and importantly, strategic funding. Today, I'm pleased to announce that we're partnering with the Ontario Business Improvement Area Association to help small businesses across Ontario embrace the right technologies for their business needs. With an investment of some $12 million, our Main Street Digital Initiative will deliver province-wide programming based on the highly successful Digital Main Street currently only available in the City of Toronto. And small businesses in Ontario will be able to access these resources free of charge. An assessment of the business' current digital capabilities, training both online and in person, and a digital service squad for one-on-one support, and up to $2,500 in grants to help businesses with their digital transformation and, of course, embrace new technologies. We know it can be very tough out there for hardworking small business owners to change the way they do business and to dive into unknown territory. That's why we're pleased to be helping businesses improve their digital capabilities and ultimately, important to us all, improve their bottom lines and create new opportunities for career paths for young people. Because when small business succeeds in Ontario, our communities prosper. So thank you very much. It's a real honor to be in Markham today to launch this very important initiative for Ontario's downtowns and small businesses right across the province, from Windsor to Wawa, from Cobourg to Copaconk. Everybody, we're all in this together. Thank you so very much.
Hi, I'm Kay Matthews. I'm the Executive Director of the Ontario BIA Association, and I couldn't be more proud than to stand here today in front of you all. The very first BIA in the world was created in Ontario in 1970, and it was innovative and exciting. So this also becomes an innovating and exciting new way of us to move forward. The first BIA was created with the Ministry of Municipal Affairs, the Province of Ontario, the City of Toronto, and a little place called Bloor West Village. And this actually became a whole way of us being able to focus on our downtowns, our historical downtowns, is the way it was originally envisaged. Of course, that's changed over the years, and as business has changed over the years. The OBIA, the Ontario BIA Association, was formed in 2001 and represents more than 300 BIAs. These BIAs, in turn, represent more than 830,000 small businesses and large businesses and property owners across the province of Ontario. We really like to refer to ourselves as the Main Street class of businesses. It used to be called the Ma and Pa shop, but I'd like to lift that a little bit and say we are Main Street and we are class. So we're really focusing from that point of view. Our BIAs, and I'm specifically talking about this for the moment, are local boards of municipal councils who self-levy themselves $59 to $60 million a year that goes back into the local economy to help their areas improve. They work on downtown revitalization and placemaking. And as of today, we're also moving into a whole digital world. So we're very excited about this announcement. We applaud the Main Street strategy. Thank you, Minister Leal. We recognize the importance of small business. We are proud to stand beside the Government of Ontario and the Minister of Small Business today, the Honourable Jeff Leal, in this announcement, and we really look forward to administering the Main Street Digital Initiative by expanding and complementing the existing Digital Main Street, which was created by the Toronto Association of BIAs and the City of Toronto. OBIA, through this project and more, is truly becoming a catalyst for positive social and economic change. enabling growth in Ontario's BIAs and small businesses across Ontario and their respective communities. Ontario's Main Street businesses know the importance of being online. The Ontario BIA Association, or OBIA as we often call it, is pleased to work with the Ontario government to help ensure Main Street businesses succeed by improving their digital skills and their ability to tap into the latest trends of today's local economy. Thank you.
Thank you, Kay, and thank you, Minister Leal, for this announcement today. As the Minister has implied, the world is changing and growing at rapid rates. As a small business owner, I know that we must keep a strong digital presence and communicate with our customers both in person and online. Personally, I've worked for the Ministry of Health, so for the government and large organizations such as Markham Stouffville Hospital, and I've worked from home alone as a consultant. But I recognize that the co-working trend, as we're here in a co-working space right now, was one that fit my personal needs. Independent work, but without the isolation of working from home and with a social connection with my peers. I've been thinking of what it might be like to live or work in the mid-1800s, when this old schoolhouse was built and when Markham Village was settled. The village had a blacksmith because we traveled by horse and buggy. There were farm implement manufacturers because there were a lot of farms in the area. There was a sawmill for furniture factories, because just like today, there were lots of new homes, not as many as there are today, of course, being built. And all these businesses worked together. The people relied on each other, and that's what made the community. That's similar to what we have at the Village Hive here in the old schoolhouse, a community. I started the Village Hive as a place for entrepreneurs, freelancers, consultants, and people that worked remotely from home, not just as a place to come and work, but as a place to connect in person. Co-working is about collaboration, sharing ideas, community, and openness. In keeping people closer to home, it keeps people closer to home, so you're not commuting downtown to businesses taking the GO train every day. You can stay closer to home, which in turn keeps you closer to the Main Street businesses. So we can support more of our local businesses. We can go for a coffee at the Cat's Meow. We can grab gelato from Love Gelato. And hopefully we can have more connection with our home community. With the right technology, the Village Hive can connect with more people online, so we can connect with them in person at our co-working space. I look forward to getting these useful digital tools and learning about the new ways to grow my business in Markham. Thank you.